Righto guys, what is cracking? My name's Nathan. Welcome back to Shifting Minds. This is technically week 7 because week 6 we did a go live on our Facebook page because we were slacking off, and that's what we want to talk about today actually. So Steve, hit them. What are we on about today? Go.
What's going on, legends? We're going to talk about the importance of mentors, coaching, online tools, and the team environment. Hence why we have two beautiful young ladies on with us today from the same online team community that we're a part of. And we just threw a random invitation out like 2 minutes ago and just said, anyone want to jump on? And these two ladies jumped on. So as you can see, Janet's at the shopping centre and she's still going on. So that's all good. And that's the type of support and community that we have. People will just help you no matter where they are, what they're doing, and it's super important. So Nathan, let's talk a little bit about why having a mentor is so important, especially in times like right now.
All right, sweet. Well, so, without Steve's initial input into my life, I wouldn't have even stumbled across this opportunity. Straight up, I wouldn't have even known where I could start with the online space and what I can actually achieve here. And, literally just this morning, him pulling his together, I have to quack that one out. Whoops. Really lit a fire under my ass as well. And, just by simply observing him do it, I'm like, man, you know what? I can't let the team down. I need to pull my shit together too. The last few days, last week even as a total, even almost 2 weeks, with this crazy stuff going on in the world, it's really put a downer on everything. The whole vibe of the earth right now, I think, is just at an all-time low right now. And it's hard to stay moving forward with what we want to achieve. There we go. So that's why we want this team environment. And Janet, she's just out there rolling around doing her daily tasks, and she's like, you know what, I'm jumping on. I'm committing to this. So, legend. That's what we want to do here. We just drive each other to do things that are outside of our comfort zone. Like, she's just gone through the checkout, holding the phone, bloody filming herself. That would have been awkward as crap. So good on you. Look, I guess down to the importance of it is that exact reason. Having people that actually drive you, because hey, we're only human. There's only so much self-driven activity we can do sometimes. There's some people out there that are really good at it, which is, I take my bloody freaking hat off to them, because it is hard to do. It's hard to stay consistent. And when we've got people that help us to drive us forward, we just keep bouncing off each other and hey, boom, 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 boom. We all just keep climbing the ladder. So I don't know if there's anything you wanted to add to that, Steve.
Yeah, look, I'll just double down on that. It's super important. And sometimes, I don't care who you are or how positive you are, how much money you have, whatever you do, everyone has a bad day. Everyone has that time in their life where they're just like, oh man, this is getting a little bit overwhelming. But the difference between the people that don't let that get them down for an extended period of time and the people that just go into full sloth mode is, in my opinion, the people that we surround ourselves with, like Nathan said, and also people would call you out on that shit. I was literally having a bad week this week, right? Just like anyone else. With everything that's going on right now, I let it consume me. I let it get on top of me. And I stopped reading my books. I stopped going out and exercising because I was using excuses. And that's exactly what they are. They're excuses. And I stopped doing everything that I was using, the tools that I was using to stay happy and positive. I all of a sudden stopped it, and straight away, boom, I went straight back into a negative mindset. I went back into, poor me, why isn't everything working? This is all too bad. The world's going to implode, blah, 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 blah. So last night, when I was laying in bed just before I went to sleep, I said to myself, what has changed? Why have I all of a sudden just gone back to where I was 8 months ago? Because that's what had happened. And I realized that I'd stopped my morning routine. I'd stopped communicating on a regular basis with my team. I'd not been pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and I'd been giving myself all these shitty excuses. So I made a commitment to myself last night to go, you know what? Let's go back to positive, Steve. I don't like this negative, Steve. That's why I jumped on this journey. That's why we do this channel. That's why it's the person I want to be. So on top of that, I just went, you know what? Back to routine. I got up at 4:40 this morning. I went for a walk. I did 8Ks. I listen to my podcast. I listen to 5 chapters of my book. I listened to Rob Dyer, and then I got on a go live, and I got the Nathan. He jumped on a go live, and then we got the 2 girls on here, and they're all fired up. And I guarantee when they get off, that's going to make their day better. Like, it just purely everything that happens. It multiplies when you're happy. Just like negativity. If you hang around negative people, negativity grows, it expands, it consumes you. Well, we're on the opposite end of the scale. We want to make people happy. We want to make people have an amazing day. We want to make people realize how fucking powerful their mind is, what they can achieve. Because no matter how bad the environment is right now, I'm telling you right now, you can control everything that happens up here. And that's all that matters.
Right. That's the best. That was fire, bro. Fire. Straight fire, man. I loved listening to that. And, you know, that was, my go live topic this morning was just that too. I was just like, that is just tripling down right now. Tripling down. Look, that was so good, bro. I love that. Look, Janet, I wanted to ask, you know, just moving from, I guess, surrounding ourselves and manifesting happiness and negativity, just how crazy it happens, how powerful our mind really is, no matter what end of the spectrum we allow ourselves to fall on. I guess I wanted to ask, you know, I might unmute you really quickly before I ask you this, just so we don't end up with a bit of weird overlap. I wanted to ask, you know, within this online community, how has that impacted you? How has that mentorship in the community impacted your life?
It's impacted like a lot. Because I do suffer chronic depression, everything that I'm learning from everyone else is helping me so much. I actually am now out active more. As you can see, I just went for a walk after watching your live and Steve's. I'm like, nah, I gotta get out there. So I walked down the shop and got some chicken for tea tonight. The community is just amazing. Everyone's there for each other, for support, tips, and just to help you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never had that before, even with my own family. So it's amazing. These are all my family now.
Yes.
We're family.
I love that. And, you know, I love that, you know, you're allowing yourself to be a part of it too. And that's a massive step, because I feel like when we're withdrawn, we don't allow it, we never actually get to feel those benefits. And, you know, just by jumping on here, breaking that comfort zone of hey Mowgli, of you know, filming yourself in public is scary to do. And, you know, not many people are willing to do that. And just for you breaking that comfort zone just for the benefit of all of us too, that just shows your input and how much it's impacting us too. That's awesome, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, look, I might just jump. I don't know if Steve, you wanted to take over and get a question pumping for Mel and get.
Yeah, Mel, I'll throw the same question to you. Like you don't need to go into anything personal, but how is having people that you can call on, you can talk to, you can communicate with, and also someone like Nathan driving you to just better yourself every day. How's that impacted your life so far?
Oh, so much. Like, I reached out to Nathan at the start, and yeah, he was just so positive. But even now, like, the conversation and the groups are always active. They're always, you know, helping, and I can message Nathan at any time just to say whatever is on my mind, really, and he's always there to just talk, and like, it's just so uplifting, and to learn everything. No one makes you feel stupid for not knowing yet, because we're all learning, but it's just a good environment.
Awesome. Yeah, that's probably a massive one, and it's something like I've been in this family, this community, whatever you want to call it, for over 8 months now, and I have not seen anyone put anyone down. I have not seen anyone criticize anyone for asking questions. I've only ever seen people lift each other up, boost each other up. People are willing to say, look, I'm having a bad day. I've fallen off the wagon. And people, instead of going, oh, good on you, bloody blah, 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 you get, that's all right. Jump back on it and let's go again. And here's some helpful hints and tips to get you started. You know what I mean? And what right now, that is what people need. And regardless of whether you want to join, want to learn more about what we do as a group in our family, like that's separate to this channel. But find people that are going to lift you up, not tear you down. It's ridiculous the amount of negativity and people out there that just hang shit on people for no good reason. And when you delete that from your life and you focus on what's important, and that's you and what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, whether you've got a missus, you've got kids, none of that matters unless you're happy. Because when you're happy, then you make all the people around you happy, and it affects everyone else. And we've spoken about that plenty of times before, that this journey of self-development, self-discovery, whatever you want to call it, has a massive effect, not just on you, but your direct family and also your indirect people around you. So that's massive. Now we are on a time limit.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So we
3.5 minutes. We're good.
Yeah, we've got 3.5 minutes to go, guys. So we're going to just, I guess, recap. Having a mentor. Now, having a mentor doesn't mean you have to go out and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a mentor, right? I mean, that's one of the massive advantages of joining an online community like we're all a part of. The mentorship is very affordable. But even if you can't afford to have a mentor right now, you can join groups just like we've created on Facebook with Shifting Minds. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to join it. No. Jump over there, search Facebook in your Facebook search bar, Shifting Minds, you'll find it. That's free. And we're not the only one. There's heaps of them. Not only that, you've got YouTube. It's free. You can find motivational speeches, things on law of attraction, things on how to stay positive in hard times, like anything you want. And like, you don't have to pay money to find this stuff. You just need to look in the right places. And most of the time, people are using those places, but they're not using them for the right things.
You just need to pay with your time. If you're happy to invest your time into yourself, primarily, that's where you're going to get the most value for your own personal development. You don't have to spend money on it. It doesn't have to cost you anything but your time. If you're going to spend your time watching Netflix or, eating Doritos and whatever it is on the couch, that's costing your life because it's going nowhere. If you're spending your time investing your time into something, you're getting something in return. So you know what I mean? That's value. That's value. But look,
100%.
Look, I reckon we wrap it up there. We've got less than a minute to go. So, guys, like, subscribe, smash that bell. You know the ticket for YouTube. You know how it works. I don't have to tell you guys. Let's be real. Mel,
and share this too, guys. Share the shit out of it. Right now, people need to hear what we have to say. I'm not saying everything we say is 100% correct. It is only our opinions.
100%.
But we share this opinion with a lot of successful, happy, wealthy people.
Exactly.
And they're not all lying.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So I guess I just want to say a massive thanks for Janet for jumping on, because you're out and about and you're still committed to it. You're a legend. Mel, thanks for speaking.
Well done.
I know it's a bit difficult to jump on and speak your mind, but we really appreciate it. And guys, until next week, we're on our Facebook page. We'll see you guys then. Boom.
See you guys.
You go. What week is it? How many weeks has it been?
Let me just double check.
Well, I mean, I obviously didn't get the memo. It was blue shirts only. No! Am I kicking it off? I'm going to kick it off big time.